Hello, my name is Jack Schenkenberger, and this is a submission for my public speaking course through the University of Akron. I have been in the Boy Scouts of America since I was 6 years old, now known as Scouting America. It has been 11 years, and I could not tell you an organization that has been or could have been more beneficial to me as a person. It's taught me a lot of fundamental and functional skills, things like how to do a budget, how to cook, how to sew, how to use knots, how to fish, how to use tools, all kinds of stuff like that. But more importantly, it's taught me social skills, things like de-escalation, which I struggled a lot with for a long time. I struggled to calm myself down, and I struggled to calm others down when I was working in a team or a group environment. Now I find myself using these skills a lot. I went out and I attended a camp called National Youth Leadership Training, Camp Stanbaugh up in Canfield, Ohio. And I learned a lot about de-escalation and working as a team and communication. I find myself implementing these skills a lot. I found myself implementing these skills a lot, especially as I came back on staff, where I learned more about how to develop these skills and implemented these skills as a staff member. I later went on to a camp called National Advanced Youth Leadership Experience at the Summit Bechtel Reserve in West Virginia. When I implemented these skills out in West Virginia, I found a lot more of a challenge. Of course, it's called an experience, so it's going to be more of a challenge than a training would be. But I had to communicate with scouts from a lot of different backgrounds than me. I had scouts from Texas, Georgia, California. I had scouts from all across the country who may not have had the same background as me. Things like snow or things like Swenson's, which I just recently discovered was only in Ohio. Things that I grew up with or things that are very culturally dependent on your area that these scouts may not have had. So I found myself in a lot of arguments with these other scouts. And I found myself using these de-escalation techniques. And as I brought this experience back into my day-to-day life, I find myself communicating better with others, and I find myself communicating better with other scouts, other teachers, other parents. I find myself communicating better with all kinds of other people, not just as scouts, not just in life, not just at school, but everything I do, I find myself communicating better. And I can thank scouting for all of it, because it's helped me as I matured. It helped shape my maturity into something that I can call leadership. And I thank that. I thank them for that. And while not everybody would benefit as much as I did from scouting, I benefited greatly. And it's something that you have to want to be a member of to succeed. And I wish everybody would want to be a member.